Hello, welcome to Gaga Knits. My name's Anita and I live in South Wales in the UK. And I've just got back from Wonderwool. Today is Sunday the 29th of May, I believe. And Wonderwool is on the Saturday and Sunday in Builth Wells in the Royal Welsh Showground. And I went today with a friend. I drove there for the first time myself today. This is the third year I've been, and it's really quite a straightforward run from where I live, and it's a really nice drive through the Brecon Beacons, and the weather was good for us today. It was absolutely freezing at the festival itself. I should have layered up a little bit more, but we had a lovely day. So I just thought I would slip this little extra video in to show you what I've bought. I mentioned in my last episode that today was my last spending day, craft related spending day for a long while, as I have far too much yarn material, far too many patterns. I need to use what I've got, and I've also got full projects of things that I haven't used either. So I think for the rest of the year I'm just going to use what I've got because I have so much. And my very first episode that I ever did, I said I was going to be very good and not buy anything and use everything out of stash, and by my second episode I totally forgotten about that and was just in there buying everything. So I'm going to be very good from now on. And my stash is relatively small, but I thought I'd show, not my stash, sorry, my haul from Wonderwool is relatively small. So I thought I'd show you what I've got. I didn't pay much attention to all the shops and the stalls. I'm thinking I should have perhaps got cards for everything to show you. So I'm sorry about that. Some have their names on, so I'm assuming that's the name. What's on the yarn and things will be their name, but I'll do better next year. I'm just trying to think what was the first thing I bought. The plan was to go right round the whole show before I bought anything. I plan that every show I go to. Sometimes I can't find the stall that I liked when I do that, and sometimes I just forget and dive straight in and buy things. So I think the first thing I bought was some buttons because I love buttons, and these I got at Textile Garden. So I know I kept a card for him because he slipped it in the bag with the buttons. So I've got these. Oh, there they are, little pigs. They're not liking being shown. I'll put a picture in if they don't come up very well. And just some little mother of pearl, some little pink hearts, and some just natural coloured, but they're iridescent, so they change colour. They're very pretty. I bought this lovely little girl's cardigan because there are 3 young ladies that I know, all expecting babies, and I'm hoping at least one of them is going to have a girl so that I can make this lovely cardigan. And I've chosen some navy yarn from the DyeNinja store, and that's where I got the pattern as well. And I just thought it would look nice in navy for a change from pastels. And the lady on the DyeNinja store had knitted this cardigan in several different colorways and strung the cardigans across her stall as like bunting, and I could have knitted or bought a skein of every colour to make this cardigan. It was so lovely that I had to have it. And that's not even for me, is it? It's for somebody else. So that's just gift knitting. I also got this skein of yarn, which is mohair. What does it say on this? I should hold it up. Brushed mohair yarn. 78% mohair, 22% nylon. And it wasn't very expensive. It was only a couple of pounds. And I thought I could use it to make pom-poms, because I didn't know what else to make with it. Years ago, my daughter wanted a mohair jumper, and I couldn't find mohair anywhere. And he had lots of it, but it's too late now. She's outgrown wanting oversized mohair jumper. So instead, I'm going to make some pom-poms. So there's that. And then I bought 2 balls of the Drops Fabel from, I can't remember the store, something squirrel. They sell all this type of yarn, not indie dyed yarn. And this one is, the colourway is 911. But they had knitted up the socks in all their different Drops Fabel yarns, and it was quite nice to see the different patterns. And I like this because it comes out as a pattern, so they look like clever socks when really you've just done basic socks and the yarn does all the work. And my friend very kindly bought me some stitch markers. I needed a lot for my Love's Promise cardigan, and I even roped in a charm from my bracelet because I didn't have enough stitch markers. So she bought some to thank me for taking her up in the car. I don't mind driving anywhere, but my navigation skills are non-existent, and I drove all the way there and didn't get lost, so I'm quite impressed with myself. So there are all my purchases. I was very tempted in the knitting shed to buy one of these, where the little girl is in the middle, one of these little dress pattern, well, the pattern, it was a kit. It's so cute. It's a little cotton jumper and then a Liberty print cotton skirt, and I'll insert a picture or two here. And I just thought it was really pretty. Obviously I've got these 3 ladies in mind, but I didn't buy the kit because it was good value for what it was, but I didn't want to buy a kit to find that I didn't have any girls to make for. So I've got the cards so that when I find out what everyone's having, I'll be able to get a kit and make one of those. And also I went to a stall, Gill Oakley there, and she made the most beautiful ceramics, and she had put on the leaf designs on the ceramic. I think she lays a leaf. I don't quite know how she does it, but she is based in Cardiff, which is near me, and she does workshops, and her website is www.stonehensceramics.co.uk. I'll put that underneath, and she does courses there sorry, and it's a 2-part workshop where you will learn about surface design and make a variety of buttons, brooches, hearts and decorations. And my partner Martin likes pottery and different things, and he's quite creative too, and I thought I would send him on the course as a birthday present. But Gill, I'm assuming it was Gill I spoke with, said that she does them 2 people, so I'm going to have to go along as well. So that'll be fun. I haven't booked that in yet, so I'll be showing you that if I do decide to do it and if he's up for it. So that's Gill Oakley. And we had a lovely time there. And I'm doing a test knit for a lady who does a podcast as well, but I can't say, well, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. And my secret test knitting pattern is in this bag, and she had a stall at Wonderwool, so I took my knitting along just to ask her if I was doing it correctly, because there's a little stitch in there, a little trick she shows you or tells you how to do, and I wanted to make sure I was doing it right. So that was really handy because I knew she was vending, so I could just take my knitting with me and ask her straight away. So that was nice, and I am doing it correctly, so that's good. So now I know I can crack on with that, and hopefully it's a lovely pattern, and hopefully it'll all be announced soon, and I'll let you know and show you what I've been working on as soon as I can. So I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye.